Support provided by the Chesapeake and Newport News with chef-centric farm-to-table dining. thechesapeake.org. Hi friends, Jay Sennett here. Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Jay here in the Jazz Kitchen. Hope all of you are doing well. And tonight I'm going to prepare for you one of my personal favorite dishes. And there's a level of simplicity to this dish, but it's so tasty. And if I have a food weakness, or some of my food weaknesses would happen to be pasta, I can eat my weight in pasta. So I'm going to make a pasta dish for you tonight with rigatoni and sausage, ground hot sausage. But I'm using two different kinds of sausage in here. I'm using chorizo because of the smokiness in that rich flavor profile, and they put in this sausage, chorizo sausage, and just regular hot sausage, hot Italian sausage. Okay, so two different sausages in here. Do you have to do that? No, you do not. And some vegetation I put in here, some broccoli florets and yellow bell pepper. All right, and I'm gonna put some garlic in there, pretty much, and then we're gonna have some Parmesan cheese with the rigatoni, and that's pretty much it. So let's go over here to the stove, and I'm gonna show you how I put this dish together. First thing we want to do is brown the sausage. Now this might take just a few minutes. And I have my rigatoni over here boiling. Da-da-da-da. And I have a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Okay. So when you first put it in the pan, it's going to be kind of hard to break up because that's what you want to do, brown sausage, okay? And you can see the two different colors of the sausage in there. The chorizo is the more red, darker, more paprika based, and then you have the hot Italian sausage, which really isn't that hot. And all the hot Italian sausages that I've tried, you know, in the store, they're not really that hot. But I love the flavor profile that the chorizo sausage gives the food. Now, the more the sausage cooks, the easier it becomes to mince up and break up. Okay? My rigatoni boiling over here, which should be done in just a couple of minutes. And it won't take long for this sausage to cook, but this is probably the most work right here in putting this dish together. So my hand is getting hot from this burner over here. And again, the more this cooks, the easier it is to break up, because you want it truly ground, you know. One advantage about being a drummer is that you become somewhat ambidextrous with things you do. Like I can do this with my left hand, and it gets me away from the heat of this burner over here. And again, using two different kinds of sausage in here, ground sausage. Now, if you don't see ground sausage, you can buy the link sausage, and just take the casing off. Slice down the middle, take the casing off, and chop it up. That's all you have to do. Woo! Over that pasta. It's grounding up beautifully. You still get some larger chunks, but again, the more it cooks, the easier it is to break up. It's a fairly high heat, and I put a little bit of olive oil in this pan. And the good thing about using these sausages, they come well seasoned, so you don't have to put a lot of additional seasoning into the sausage. Okay? Getting there. Again, rigatoni with sausage, some Parmesan cheese, some broccoli, yellow bell pepper. Let me get this bowl ready. While we're doing that, I'm going to rinse this out. La 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 la. La 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 la. Woo! Okay. And ready? Check the time on the pasta. Pasta's almost ready. Yeah. Rigatoni. And all I have in here is just water, a little bit of salt, okay. And when you break up the sausage like this, it cooks faster. Okay, so it cooks faster. You want to make sure it's cooked thoroughly. Okay, break up some of these chunks that are left. Because once this is done, I'm going to take it out of the pan. There's a few more little bigger pieces in here that need to be broken up. Like I said, this is the most laborious part of this dish. And I think this is high heat here, folks. So this is cooking. This pasta is done. I'm going to take this pasta out. La la la. Okay. Really, I didn't take the pasta out. I just emptied most of the water out, but I saved about a cup of the water from the pasta. All right, let's take this sausage out and put it in this bowl here. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so we got that sausage right there. And I want to add just a little bit more olive oil. Now, you notice I have left a lot of the brown bits in there from the sausage. In here, this is just broccoli, some gold peppers, yellow bell peppers, and I'm going to put some garlic in here in just a moment. Yeah, so you don't wipe out the pan once you're finished cooking that sausage, and this will only take just a minute or two. These peppers and broccoli. You can add a pinch of salt in there and just a little bit of black pepper. Okay. Rigatoni, yellow bell pepper, broccoli. Keep an eye on this too, because you don't want to overcook your broccoli or your bell peppers. Okay. So we have the pasta done here, and what I'm going to do once this broccoli and yellow bell pepper are cooked, then I'm going to add everything back into that pot, and I'm going to get something out of the fridge. I just thought of this. Just a little bit of chicken broth is going to go in here too. Not much. Not much. We're almost ready. One more thing I want to add to this, and this is garlic. A couple of cloves of finely minced up garlic. All right. Oh, the one that got away. Get back in there. Put that garlic in last. You don't want to overcook your garlic. Mix it in well. And I seasoned this broccoli and bell pepper with just a little bit of herb. Okay, just like oregano, maybe a pinch of rosemary, some marjoram. It's like a spice herb mix, just a little bit, along with some salt and pepper. All right. Okay. Woo! And the broccoli gets bright green. And you don't want to overcook it again, so you keep stirring so it doesn't sit in one place too long. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to put this sausage back in here. Oh, yes. And we're going to put this pasta in here. This is a hearty dish here, folks. Hearty dish here. And we're going to add a little bit of this chicken broth. Yeah, maybe a cup. A small cup, that is. Chicken broth. Start mixing this up. There's one more thing we're going to have to put in here. Turn the fire down a little bit. Okay, now here's the last thing we're going to put in here. Whoop. Just always get one. I'll get it later. Some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Yes, sir. All right. Right. Got the Parmesan cheese in there. Add some more salt. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, that's a first. I don't think I've ever sneezed on one of my shows before. It was the pepper. The black pepper. It wasn't the pasta. It could have been the sausage, because the sausage has a little bit of heat in it. Oh, man. And remember to keep a little bit of that pasta water too, okay? And get everything mixed really well. Get down at the bottom of that pot and get all of this mixed in really, really well. And you know what I'm going to add? Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm going to add just a little bit more of this Parmesan cheese. Stir it up again, mix well. A little bit more salt. Remember, there's salt in the sausage too, so you don't want to put too much in there. Okay. Put that pasta. Get this pasta. It'll make it seem like there's less salt than what there is in here. Okay. Well. There you have it, folks. I'm not going to even plate it, just let you sit there and look at it. There is one piece of rigatoni. There, get that in. Okay, so I'm going to turn this fire down to low. Get some of that chicken broth in there. All right, so I sneeze because I get this spicy aura of this dish. You know, with that chorizo sausage in there, mixed with that Italian hot sausage, you get this delicious smokiness, and the flavor is just. And I use rigatoni. Do you have to use rigatoni pasta? No, but I just like rigatoni in this dish. Okay, and some finely grated fresh Parmesan cheese, a little bit of chicken broth. Salt and pepper, broccoli, yellow bell pepper, some garlic, some minced up garlic cloves. And you have yourself a fairly simple, you saw how quickly and how easily it was for me to put that together. And I think the key is merging these two different sausages, okay, the chorizo sausage and the hot Italian sausage. And there you have it. So what is this? Rigatoni with sausage, broccoli, and bell peppers. For lack of something else better to call it. that's my dish today on Cooking with Jay. Cooking with Jay airs Sundays starting at 6 p.m. on the WHO Public Media Facebook page. I want to thank all of you for watching too. I want to thank the Chesapeake for the underwriting support. Thank you so much. Thank you for your emails letting me know that you watched the show, that you tried some of these recipes, and I really appreciate that. Don't forget my Send in a Session Jazz show and my R&B Chronicle show, both on WHRV 89.5. Support your public stations, folks. Support public media. Support WHRV. Support WHO. I think a lot of you know what's happening now with our budget. So, maybe if you are a member, maybe consider upping that membership a little bit, because we need your help. Okay, we're going to keep this train rolling, man. We're going to keep it rolling, but we need you to be on that train with us, because you make it possible. Okay, so I want to thank all of you that support what we do, and thank you for watching Cooking with Jay. Until the next edition of Cooking with Jay, next Sunday, 6 p.m. Be safe out there, friends. I'm Jay Sennett, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you soon back here in the Jazz Kitchen. One more look at this. Just get one more look at that. Da-da-da. Yeah. All right, folks. Bye. Till the next show. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Support provided by the Chesapeake in Newport News, catering to the palate of every single resident. More at thechesapeake.org.